Hi all, this is a quick process video to show you how to place an image from your photo montage or actually any image in Rhino, but we'll use the picture command for the purposes of this image. I'm going to share this with a revised or an updated Rhino file, I should say, with these two files or drawings that you're seeing here. So I've got this sample studio Arts131 that you'll fill out with your specific RStudio and your name. Photo montage, and then you actually don't need scale here in this particular text box, right? So we can actually delete that text if we wanted to, right? Because it doesn't have a scale. And so depending on how far you want to take this, right, you can actually take this off. But the key thing is to understand how to put an image into a title block. Not necessarily required for tomorrow if you've already printed, but if you haven't, and then also moving forward, if you want to understand how to create images in a title block, this is important. So first thing we'll do is we'll actually understand that this box is scaled to the proportion of the photo montage photo underlay that I gave you guys. The frontal or the two obliques fit in this proportion box because this is at the scale of 1:1. So this title block is quite large, right? Just to do a distance, again, to understand that. The distance tool is I've got 48 feet and 36 feet, which is going to come down to 9 inches by 12 inches when I finally hit print and scale this to an 11 by 17, right? That's how these template blocks have been set up. So if I type in the picture command, the picture command brings up a dialog box to allow you to place pictures. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and grab oblique image here, as if this was my photo montage. And I'll go ahead and hit placing this box. I'll start in the upper left corner. It's not unlike a print window, and then come down, and because I had no other proportions of this photo, the bottom right will snap, and now I have a photo ready to print, and I actually just made a new layer in this file called image, and that's now ready for export just like one of your drawings. Secondly, several of you have brought up the idea of how can I start to see dashed lines when I print. So you'll notice here this square, the light monitor that we had on top of the media lab at our site plan, right? This square right now is set to L1 lightest dash. I'll just make sure I'm on that layer. What happens though is I'm not seeing a dashed line. So if I type in LT scale, just to sort of be a shorthand, but you'll notice set Linetype Scale is a command. And I've hit enter here. You'll see it's set to 1. And that works just fine when you're drafting at 1:1 and printing at 1:1. But we know we're printing at scale, so we're actually going to do the ratio of our drawing, which is 1/4 inch equals a foot, or 1 inch equals 4 feet, or 1 inch equals 48 inches. So it's actually a scale, a ratio of 48 is the factor. So when I type in 48 here and hit enter, this entire drawing now is set up at 48. So now my dashed line actually shows up and will print as a dashed line and go through. So again, for those of you looking to deal with overhead lines or things behind, you'll notice that it's not printing that way. Again, we'll troubleshoot this a little more in class tomorrow, but hopefully this helps you guys understand, again, how to control an image placement on a title block that matches the rest of your drawings, and then a dashed line that's not showing up when you're at the scale of 1:1 drawing, but you're printing at a ratio of 1:48 or 1:96, or however you do it throughout your career. Okay, thanks.